Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm going to do a quick page in my journal because I have news from the pumpkin patch, and I am going to bring you the song of the green frog. And I went to the Dollar Tree to pick up some of this double-sided tape for my trashy journal, and I bought a few other things. Come on along.
Good morning, Mr. Bumblebee. Last night you slept in a pumpkin flower in my pumpkin patch.
Well, first let's get right to the Dollar Tree. I bought a bunch of other stuff. They had dish soap in a pretty large bottle today. You know, not the little bottles, but it said extra bonus size, limited time only. So I picked up a couple of those because for $1.25, that's a good price. And I got some carpet cleaner sprays. And Mr. Possum bought a couple of paints. He says he's building a submarine in the basement, which I haven't seen yet. And so here is my double-sided tape. That's for my trashy. I also picked up some of this clear packing tape because I use this to seal envelopes when I mail things out. I picked up a couple of these headbands because I like to put them around a journal, hold the journals closed because, you know, they all have the alligator mouth. So I got this one with some dark colors and this one with some pastel colors, pink, blue, purple, black, and brown. I might even take one of these and wear it. So those are to hold the journals closed. I have been using these, but I thought these were a little bit prettier. I was looking for the ones that had the flowers and jewels on them, but I couldn't find those yet. Okay, I got this for my Summer Mermaid journal. They're just about getting rid of all their shore living, but I thought this would be a pretty stencil to use on some of the pages, so that goes in the summer pile. For the fall pile, I already have these stickers from last year, but you know what? I love them. I bought them again. And I have these stickers already too, but I love them and I bought them again because they're gnomes. Gotta love a gnome. Gotta love the deer with the little scarf too. Also, I got these words, DIY words. Now, I already bought something to make a fall journal, but these had other things in it too, like Farm Fresh, Welcome Fall, Blessed, I love that one, Give Thanks. These might be good for like a gratitude journal. Hello Fall. I can even, this is not very thick, I can even put that on a page maybe. And Hello Autumn. So I love these. Gotta make a new pile of stuff here. And I don't need any material, so I bought 4. No justification whatsoever for buying this. But let me get this open so I can show you. This has gnomes on it. There's no place like gnome. Look at this. Look at the gnomies. Fall gnomies. From our gnome to yours. Gnome is where the heart is. Gnome for the holidays. And they have sunflowers. And look at see the mushrooms in the little house. Well, there was a coordinating material to go with that. And that is this one. I guess I should have opened these up ahead of time, which I didn't. So excuse me. But this has the mushrooms and the fall leaves. And I just love the colors. And I thought it would go with this. Yeah, look at the colors are perfect. Perfect to go with that. It has the fall leaves and the mushrooms. And also this has sunflowers, and they had the sunflower material. So I picked that up. And I like this one because it's got the green stems on it. It's not just the flowers, it's got some of the leaves and stems. And I think that also goes with this. I like that. And I like that. And then, because I bought 3, I figured I better get one more, right? Pumpkins. I gotta get stitching. I gotta do some stitching in my slow stitch book. But this is pretty. This has sunflowers and pumpkins, and I have news from the pumpkin patch, so I will get to that. This even goes nice with this. And even the sunflowers. It all kind of goes together. Look at that. Alright, so I have material to play with, which I didn't need, but you know how that goes. And for the kids, I picked up a couple of things to do some journaling with my great niece and nephew. And this is a nice size composition book. And I got 2. One for my nephew, one for my niece. A lot of pages in these. These are nice. And I got them some glue sticks, and I got them some scissors. And I got them a couple other things from a different store. So we're going to be doing some projects. Some projects with the grandnieces and nephews. I have to move some things off of here. And my gardening and my nature are all going into this journal right now. And I did my Black Eyed Susan page. And today, well, I went out to the pumpkin patch. And first I said good morning to the bumblebees. And then as I was poking around, I found a pumpkin. And this is for the people who have never seen a baby pumpkin. Now here's the flower. The flowers are about as big as my hand. And right behind the flower, see this little swollen green spot? There's the stem there. This is the baby pumpkin right there. And it was only, you know, about that big. That big. Well, it's kind of late in the season, so I hope the pumpkin has time to grow. And it still has a lot of flowers and not too much else going on, let me tell you. So, and it is August 10th already. I found this on August 6th. The first one on August 6th. Well, I guess they got a couple of months yet if they want to be ready in October. So what I did was, this was some paper I had used already in a couple of the other journals. This was in the Beautiful. This one was in, I think, my garden journal. I was talking about the pumpkins. And I thought I would just do something funky. Something just make a fan out of tags. Sort of, maybe. Like this. I'm going to keep this plain brown background. I'm going to put the pumpkin picture on there. I'm going to do my journaling on here. The green one's not going to have anything on there. That's just for decoration. And then I thought I would put something in the holes, of course. You know, have them fluffing out. I would take this material and cut a strip and just make a ruffle on the page. Or I could just even glue down a strip of material. Isn't that pretty? Something like that. I kind of like it. If I don't ruffle it up, then you can see the pattern better. Okay, instead of using paper for a decoration on the page, I am going to use a strip of this material. So I think I'm going to rip it right by, this is going to be a quick page, I think. Yeah, I say that every time. Just rip it. And let's see. I like to put this down with the glue stick. Yeah, but you know what? This side's not ripped. So can I make this frayed? Let's see. I guess I could a little bit. Pick at the edge. There we go. All right, let me work at that. Glue that down. I can even leave a little brown border there. Makes the material stand out even more. I could leave it up top a little bit higher. A little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top. Never hurt anything. Just like that. So while I take my glue stick and put some glue on this, I'm going to take you outside. While I was in the pumpkin patch, I heard a noise. And at first I wasn't quite sure what it was. That noise, is that a turkey? No, that's not a turkey. What is that? I said, oh, that must be a frog, but it was the middle of the day and it's been so dry. We're in a severe drought. I know there's not much water out in the woods, but the sound was coming from the woods. And there's a spring seep out there, but that's got to be dry by now. And I was like, oh, that's a frog. That's a frog. I said, Mr. Possum, you hear that frog? He says, yeah, I hear that frog. So I had to come in and look it up. It wasn't quite like a bullfrog. Bullfrogs sort of sound like you're drawing the bow across a cello or something. And this was a little bit different. And, oh, cap on my glue is stuck. A little bit different. So what I can figure out is that it is a green frog. We have a lot of green frogs around. We even have a gold green frog. Now, an amazing thing about green frogs is that some are born without the yellow pigment, so they look blue. So if you ever come across a blue frog and you're in New England, that is a green frog that was born without the yellow pigment, because blue plus yellow equals green, right? So one day I was out there and I saw a gold frog. So I had to send a picture to the local president of the Herpetological Society and ask him if it was a green frog born without the blue pigment and therefore was yellow. So he thought that was very interesting, and let him know if I ever see another one, and I never did see another one. But I got to see one. So I didn't think these frogs would be singing during the day, but apparently they can sing during the day. So I thought maybe he was singing a song to bring some rain because it's been so dry. And green frogs can also sing when it is very hot and steamy, and sometimes they'll do it even before a thunderstorm. So now I know to listen for the green frog to see if it sings before the thunderstorm comes. So I am going to put this picture down on that tag, go find some yarn, and I will be back in a jiffy. I think I'm going to put this eyelash yarn, although they're calling it fun fur yarn, on the tag. I might trim that a little bit. This is what it is, fun fur. I had bought a bunch of this at one time to make some scarves. I made a bunch of scarves, and then I hardly ever wore them. But I guess it was fun crocheting them. I did my journaling. What happened here? All right, try that again. The bumblebee slept in the pumpkin flower. I found the first baby pumpkin, and the green frog calls for rain. And that was on August 6th. I have more news, but you'll have to wait till tomorrow for that. All right, so I'm going to just tie these up. Okay, got my little bits of yarn on. I'll put some glue on the tags right now. So I like this material on here. So if you don't sew, you don't want to sew, but kind of think you want the look of material in your journal, just buy a little piece like at the Dollar Tree, or even Walmart has the little fat quarters. They're not very expensive. And glue it down. You can make a ruffle with glue if you want. I think mixing up the paper and the fabric is a lot of fun. I want this piece to be bordered by the brown. I did put a little tiny bit of orange around the photo there. It's going to be on the curve, but that's okay. Now that's got to go right about there. I better mark it because I won't get it right. Put some glue. I got everything on the desk now. I thought I was getting it cleaned off, and now I have yarn and dyes. But that's okay. That's okay. Is this even in frame? How's that? How's that? So basically this tag is just here for decoration and to kind of make a difference between this orange tag and the orange material. and also to add extra fluff at the top. Hope these stay tied. I wonder if I need to put a drop of glue on those. They don't look like they want to stay tied. I'll do that after. And then that one's going down there. Whenever I glue cardstock, it always pops up. And this is going right down here, like that. And I need to do something to keep that yarn on there. Well, I thought it was done. I thought that was all I was going to put on this page. Simple journaling done. I put a little touch of glue here to hold the eyelash yarn. And that was it. And then I'm like, ah, you know what? Put a little frog right there. That would be perfect, perfect, perfect. And I got out this book, The Classic Tales of Beatrix Potter, and it's got illustrations. I bought this to cut up. And I haven't done much cutting in there yet. And I was looking for a picture of a frog, and I found this one. I said, well, that one's cute. And on the next page was a frog and a bumblebee. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is perfect for this journaling. A frog and a bumblebee. Oops. So, let's see if this will fit on that page there. I'm going to cut out the little mouse though. Just for a fun touch, because why not? Where do I want it? Because the journaling says the bumblebee slept in the pumpkin flower and the frog was singing for rain. I don't know where I want to put them. I might just put them right there. Do I need them to overlap? No, I don't need them to overlap. They can go right there. And then I will call this done, done, done. I was almost thinking of distressing, but you know what? I didn't distress the tag, so I'm not going to distress this. I already put away my glue because I thought I was done. I got the little pieces of yarn stuck to everything. Stinky the cat came in to keep me company. TT, I don't know, TT's been in bed most of the day today. I don't know what her problem is today. There. Okay, I am calling this done. Done, 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 done. I love it. I love it. Thanks for coming along today. Happy junk journaling. Happy nature journaling. Happy whatever kind of journaling you decide to do today. I'm talking and I'm cleaning out, right? I'm just trying to make room here. Get this to sit on the desk. All right. There we are. Right down there at the bottom, the frog, can you see him? The frog and the bumblebee. the baby pumpkin, some tags, some journaling, some material from the Dollar Tree, some yarn, and I'm just going to say bye-bye now.